Hey guys, RPM here. Hope you're all doing well and having a really great day. In this video, I am going to attempt again to figure out if I can get more than 16 GPUs to work on a single motherboard. And hopefully you guys have been following me on my other videos where I have tested many different variations of, different splitters, different multiplier, cards, and ultimately I couldn't get past 13 originally, and then I added these P104 cards, okay, which don't have any display, and so I was able to be brought back up to 16 GPUs, which you guys can see right now. And just to confirm here, this is the hash rate of this whole table mining rig. Oh, and it just died. Wow, that was perfect timing. Anyways, just to let you guys know, I have not had this thing mining at all because, again, it's been very hit and miss. Sometimes it mines for a couple hours, and then sometimes, just like now, it only mined for like 10 minutes and it just blue screened. Again, I don't advise anyone to do this type of thing. The only reason why I am attempting something like this and it looks pretty crazy is because I just want to figure out if I can get more GPUs to work on a single motherboard. And so for those that don't know, I have a Ryzen 1900X with a Phantom Gaming 6 motherboard. And I've tried many, like I said, I've tried many different cards. I've also tried these C-Pane bifurcation cards. And yeah, the bifurcation card actually works. As you guys can see, we're utilizing one X16 slot, and then it's being splitted X4, X4, X4 into the multiplier hub cards. Then you can see here I got 16 GPUs to work. There's another 4 3070s, but I haven't been able to get past 16. It won't boot past 16. So this video, I got sent a motherboard, a Xeon motherboard with 2 processors. I forgot what models he told me, but also I guess the biggest thing is that with these processors, they are able to get about 96 PCIe lanes, and there are a lot of X16 slots here. So what I'm gonna try in this video, and I'm gonna go through each and every single scenario real quick here. I wanna try with all of the X4 adapter hub cards into each of the X16 slots. That's gonna be one way. The next method I want to try is the bifurcation cards, and I'm going to be trying these because I was able to utilize 2 on this motherboard, but only when I was able to unplug like a few GPUs and then plug it into here. I couldn't do, like 16 and then 17 because I'm not quite sure, I guess ran out of PCIe lanes or something. So we're gonna try that in this video, and I'm gonna try just a bunch of things, I guess, to see if I can get past the theoretical 16 GPUs, which includes my 3 P104s, which have no display. So I know some people were asking about that in the last video, and yes, I think with these P104s, I think the PCIe allocation is going to be a lot less on these non-display mining GPUs. So like I said, that's why I was able to get past 13 GPUs, as I wasn't able to before with 13 normal GPUs. I couldn't get 14, but then when I added these 3, I was able to go to 16. And so yeah, we're going to try to go past at least 17 or get 20 to work these 4 3070s on here. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna shut her down. Looks like it came back up, but you guys saw the blue screen. I'm gonna shut her down. I'm gonna swap the motherboards, and I guess just make sure it goes in the Windows first before I plug in the GPUs. Let me do that right now. Okay, motherboard's in, it's turned on. I'm using the same SSD with the same Windows installation. Probably a bad idea, but we're gonna see what happens. Alright, so I had an issue actually of turning this Asus server board on, as I need to have 2 8-pins for the CPU power. So I got one here and one there, and then one 24-pin. But I had to do something funky because since I'm using server power supplies, I had to plug in another Parallel Miner ZSX Amp Edition board. So I got 2 of them now, and both 24-pin plugs are plugged in. And with the 24-pin, it has the CPU 8-pin daisy chaining off, which you guys can see here goes into the server board now. So in order for it to turn on, it kept power cycling. Initially, what I did was 2 ZSX boards. One of the 24 pins wasn't plugged in, and I had the other one 24 pin plugged in plus the two 8 pins, right? And that it just turned on, but it kept power cycling. It didn't even boot or anything. So next thing I did, I got one of these 24 pin adapters. You guys have probably seen these using like ATX power supplies. And yeah, I just put these together and then boom, it was able to work because I guess the parallel miner, the 24 pin, needs to acknowledge that it's being turned on or something so that the other 8 pin for the CPU can work. And so once it's done booting up into Windows, I'm gonna go into the BIOS and we're gonna figure out what the settings are. I'm just gonna go through all the BIOS settings. So I will see you guys at that screen. Be right back. Okay, I went through every single menu, sub-menu of this Asus server board, and there's no 4G decoding or PCIe Gen 1 or anything like that. I did not see any of those types of options. And so what I did, the best I could, was disable the audio. I disabled the serial ports. I disabled some of the USB ports, and that's it. That's all I did. That's all I could do. And so we're gonna see what happens now, and let's go save it, and it's gonna boot into Windows. I was able to, it showed 4 of these cards initially because I needed a display out because this server board doesn't have any onboard display. Okay, so I am actually, I guess we clarified that it does work with a single multiplier hub card, and I'm getting the display out from the 1660 Super. Okay, so that's how I can see it from the monitor here. So now what I want to do is, let me see if I can plug in the rest of the GPUs, the 16 initially first, and if that works or doesn't, then I guess we'll come back to it and see what's going on. Okay, so be right back. Okay, there we go. It's plugged in. I just turned it on and I don't see anything coming up on the screen yet. So that is not a good sign. It's going through a lot of these errors on the screen. Oh, it just booted. Yes. There we go. Okay, that's a good sign. So that seems to be okay with the 16 initially, but let me just make sure it can go into Windows. Let me check the device manager. It's been sitting at this screen for like 5 minutes now. It hasn't gone past it. I do have, you guys saw, I have all 4 of the splitters, the 1 to 4 adapters, all plugged in, okay, and it's just frozen. It's frozen. It's been sitting like this for, yeah, 5 minutes plus now. And that's not a good sign. So that means something is frozen, and if we're looking at the error LED, it says 29. Error code 29. Or if I'm looking at it like this way, it could be 62 or B2. So let me just Google search that, what that means. Hold on one sec. Okay, so I've been doing some testing, and I took one of the splitters, the multiplier hubs, out. So we only got 3 plugged in now, and we are getting the exact same behavior. And it's just frozen here at the boot screen. So I want to try taking it down to 2 hubs, not 3. Let me try that. Okay, we are at 2 now, and let's see if it boots up with just 2 hubs. It worked with 1, you guys saw a little bit earlier, and so far I'm not feeling too good about this dual Xeon server motherboard. Okay, so it just booted up. Are we gonna get past that screen? I don't think so. It's frozen. I guess it just does not work past 4 GPUs, perhaps? Let me try the bifurcation card. Let me try one of these. I don't think it's gonna work because there was no X4, 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 X4 mode in the BIOS for the motherboard. So anyway, worth a try. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work, but anyways, be right back. Okay, I'm gonna press the power button. Okay, just turned on. Every time I look at the bifurcation card with the multiplier hubs, I just laugh. I just laugh every time. This just looks so dumb. You guys can probably agree. Anyways, let's see if it boots with the bifurcation card. And so far, nothing on the screen. Defeated. I'm telling you guys, this is the last time I am gonna attempt trying to get more GPUs to work. This was a fun idea. This was definitely a really fun idea. I was really hoping I could get this Threadripper to work with the bifurcation card, or more than 16, or more than 13 actually, but yeah, no, it didn't work. Okay, so nothing is coming up on the screen. The motherboard, the server board is showing a A0 error code. I don't know what that means. I'm gonna Google that in a sec, but guys, I think that's it. I don't think I'm gonna try anymore. I don't think the dual Xeon board with the, a lot of PCIe slots, it's got a lot of PCIe lanes. I think in the BIOS of this board, there's no like 4G decoding, no, I couldn't change the PCIe gen settings. There's no such thing for that. So ultimately, I think the 4G decoding probably could be that issue, as yeah, I couldn't get past 4. I could get these four to work on even a multiplier hub card, but as you guys saw, as we did 2 of these, it didn't work. So alright guys, that's it. That's all I wanted to do in this video. You guys let me know your thoughts. I'm gonna just decommission this whole table mining rig, which I've had sitting here for like, I don't know, I think I've had this thing for like 3 months, and I'm gonna start using these GPUs that have been sitting on this table, and I'm gonna finally make some mining rigs. I gotta change the thermal pads. I don't know if you guys saw in the beginning the temperatures of these 3080s. These are the non-LHR 3080s. The thermal pads are horrible on all of them, including the Gigabyte one that I changed to add the 3mm pad in the back. That seemed to only be a temporary solution until like maybe after a month or 2. I definitely need to change the pads in the front side of the GPU. So this Gigabyte one, Gaming OC, is just horrible. Instantly gets to 104 Celsius or something, 105 Celsius at like 34 degrees Celsius on the GPU temp. It's just, yeah, it's really bad. Memory temp's way too high. Okay, my friends, thank you for watching. I know a lot of you guys are gonna ask, Red Panda, you can try this and try that. I don't know, guys. You know what? I'm kind of disheartened by this project. I really wanted it to work, but it was an extremely fun project. Not gonna lie, I had a lot of fun, especially with the Ryzen board here, the 1900X, with the X399 ASRock motherboard. That was a lot of fun. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna be doing with this board now. You guys can maybe let me know down below, but I guess I could turn it into a PC. It's got like 32 gigs of RAM, a decent, it's got a Threadripper processor. I could definitely use this for something, maybe like my, I don't know, streaming PC. Yeah, you know what? I'll probably turn this into one of my like streaming PCs. Yeah, that'll be a good idea. Okay guys, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Have a good one, and peace out. Chancoin, if you're watching till the end, I know you are. Thank you again for this motherboard. I'm gonna send it back to you because, yeah, I have no use. I have no use for this board anymore. It's no good. I can't get multiple GPUs on it, Chancoin. So I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to send it back.